Well, hello there.
What's going on?
What's happening, my friend?
It's a wonderful time to be alive. Somebody's great review dropped this morning, and I got to tell you, dude, it was amazing.
Awesome, man. Oh, look who just popped in here.
Oh, there he is.
Damn it.
Dang.
Damn
Welcome
it,
back
damn it,
to
damn it.
Saturday Day Live on a Sunday, also known as Sunday Day Live, with Ryan Gonzalez and Eric LeBron. I'm Jonathan Donath. How are you?
I'm doing good, dude. I just got back from the grocery store. I intentionally have been ignoring my phone because I wanted it to be a surprise to me what you revealed, and I just saw it, so I'm not surprised anymore. Damn it! So awesome. Is that what it was? What is that? Is that a white Templar?
No, oh, you haven't seen it yet?
No, I waited till we started the live because I was like, I want to be surprised. Like, I don't want to know until you let us know what it is, and you have it all over the fucking screen. So there goes my surprise. Thanks. All that for nothing.
It's all right. You can go watch it now.
Did he drop out?
No, I did that.
Oh,
Yeah,
you took him out?
Yes. See you later. Bye. I was like, this fuck.
Yeah, so it went so yeah, for anybody who hasn't heard, I was granted the opportunity to do a reveal, to be one of the reviewers who revealed one of the figures for the Reinforcements 2 wave, which is in mid-reveal right now. 2 figures left on, what was it, Thursday? Toy Bro revealed the Gold Knight 2. On Wednesday, Carlos Espino, Badass Reviews, revealed the new Dwarf version 2. Yesterday, D Amazing revealed the new Ogre Builder, which is includes a green Archimedes head. And then today, spoiler alert, Eric, was my day to reveal my figure. And it's this guy right here, the Templar Relic Guard. So not a 2.0,
wow.
Actually a brand new character, a Legion Builder character, but he's got a bio and everything. So he's the real deal. So again, I've said it a bunch of times. Thank you. If anybody from the studio sees this, thank you very much. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you guys for extending me the opportunity to do a reveal. I worked real hard on it. I had help from multiple people. Not that nobody knew about what the figure was, but when I went to Kevin Lone Wolf Labs place a couple of weeks ago to pick up Dio pieces, it was specifically for the review, and then I'm going to use them for reviews in the future. And then my wife assisted me with the review in a couple of parts. And I had a lot of fun making it. And everybody's been super, super, super cool. I got a lot of messages when the Horsemen announced who the revealers were. A lot of messages from people saying, congratulations on getting the reveal. That was a really cool experience. And then so far today, since the video went live at right about 7 a.m., tons of great feedback and tons of people just being really cool and positive, which makes me very, very warm and fuzzy, because I worked real hard on it, and I hope people enjoy it because I had fun making it. So that's what it is. We got a brand new knight. We got a brand new Templar, you guys.
Dude, big congrats on the reveal, dude, especially on a new character. Wow, that's freaking awesome. So it's a relic Templar knight?
Yes, a relic
guard.
My understanding is the design is yes, correct. Yeah, a guard. The design is based on the I hope I say it right. Teutonic Templars, or the Teutonic Guard. The design is now the story is changed for Mythos, but the general idea is that they're a crew of 12 elite guards, Templar guards, and their purpose is to guard some secret of Aetheron. Don't know what that is. But I think they were put together, I think, by Gideon Heavensbrand, something to that effect. So it's pretty cool. You don't really see, I don't know how many Legion builders have a bio. I know that none of them used to. So I don't know how many do now, but this guy does. and he is cool in hand. It's cool to get another knight character.
Very
and
cool.
It's very similar to the Dark Templar, right? Very largely the same figure. Different horns up here, completely different paint job. But when you sit them together, like this guy really does like. Whereas the Dark Templar is cool, but when you get up close, you're like, I kind of want to paint some of this, right?
Mm.
This guy, you could put him on your shelf like this, or he's awesome for customizing.
So. Is his armor like shiny, or is it like?
I was just about to ask.
It is not dull. It is it's not like super shiny, but it is definitely, I would call it like, I've been calling it like a metallic pewter or a metallic gunmetal, if that makes sense, because I know gunmetal is typically not shiny. It's
now,
like a shinier version.
Does it match the parts, the helms that came with Father Christmas?
You know what? I don't know. I didn't pull that out. Oh,
is it that metallic?
Oh, so Eric doesn't know. Eric doesn't know because he also comes with an extra helmet.
Oh yeah, I don't know that either.
Head.
What? Well, save that for the reveal, because I want to see this.
Yeah. So the video went live at 7 a.m. this morning. I would just play it now, but it's like a 15-minute video, so I don't want to.
No. I don't want to watch the video. Yeah, I wanted to be surprised right now. Damn it.
Well, can you go watch the video real quick?
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's do the live after the reveal, so I can talk about the reveal.
I was just about
now we can't talk about the reveal.
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
Well,
does it come with extra parts, or new parts? Go ahead, do your thing.
No, it's all right.
My day's ruined. It's all good.
That's fine. No, it's all good. It's we won't talk about that one part, but he does come with a helmet.
Not ruined. It's still. Oh, I was gonna say it's still a great review, especially his acting, and I honestly love the interaction with you and your wife at the end.
Yeah. So there's a couple things in there where it's just natural. Like there's one part like when I'm doing like comparisons, and she just she came in from, and she's very supportive about all this stuff. She came in like do a live. That's not a bad idea. I can do it right now. Do the live reveal right now.
Exactly.
You know what? I can fucking do that. As a matter of fact. Yeah, when she comes in and the camera just happens to be on. And where are you guys? There you are. Sorry, I'm clicking between tabs. And I'm like looking at her because I'm waiting for her to she's doing something in the kitchen. I'm filming in the kitchen. So I'm waiting for her to do what she needs to do or whatever. And she looks up from me. She's like, "Why are you looking at me like that?" And I'm like, "Because I'm waiting for you to leave the room." And she's like, "Stop staring at me, Swan." Like from Billy Madison. And the camera picked it all up. So I just left that in because I thought it was funny. And then the end was funny too because she helped me out. I'm like, "Hey Vic, I need you for a couple of parts for the video," and she just does, whatever I ask. She doesn't even question. Like there's the Schmerber burger part, which you kind of have to have watched 4-ish Horsemen O'Clock last week to get that part. So I'm gonna ramble this whole time probably, guys, because I've been up since 4:30.
All good.
Because I was gonna post the reveal early, and I was being neurotic about it because you can post the video, but schedule it to actually go public at a later date and time, right? But I had this thing in my head where I was like, I'm like, well, what if I do something wrong, or what if it accidentally gets posted early? I don't want that. So I'm like, no, I'm just gonna finish everything, have it ready to go, and then I'm gonna get up early on Sunday, post it then. But then the way it works is you have to upload it. You have to upload it to YouTube. That takes a long time. Then YouTube has to process it, and that takes a long time. And you're never really sure how long it's going to take. So I got up, had planned to get up at 5, but I woke up at 4:30, couldn't go back to bed. So I'm probably going to ramble the whole time. But so on Wednesday, I had a thing for work in Philly. And on the way back, I'm listening to 4-ish Horsemen O'Clock. And they did a giveaway. And Cabal member Gregory Schmerber was the guy who won. And then Chris and George just started it was hilarious. It was hysterical. They were 6-year-olds. They were like somebody would be talking and Chris would just be in the background going, "Schmerber burger, Schmerber burger, Schmerber, 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 Schmerber burger." and I don't know what it was, but I was dying laughing driving home. I was hysterical with laughter. It was so funny. So I had to fit it in the video somehow. So she's heard me say that as one of the lines in the video multiple times. Never even asked me what it meant. She just like, you know what? You're always doing some crazy shit. All right. So before we do some reveal photos for Eric's benefit here, let's say what's up to the chat. Some people that are kind enough to join us on a Sunday, an off day here. Ryan Gonzalez is in the chat. What's happening?
Welcome,
man?
Ryan.
Dave Orkin, my good buddy Dave Orkin, faithful member of the SDL crew. Patrick Boyle, what's up, PB? What's happening, my man?
Nice.
Trevor 16 Shooter in the house, morning coffee. I have now decided noon is going to be good enough to have my first beer, which will probably lead to me napping as soon as we're done here. Reynolds, what's going on, brother?
Reynolds.
Joseph H, what's happening? Did I miss that? Hello. Patrick says, congrats on the reveal. Thank you, sir. Reynolds saying, what up, homies? Congrats on the reveal. Thank you very much. Curtis Ackerman in the house. What's up, Curtis? Amber, the fourth member of the SDL crew. What's happening, Amber? JG in the house. What's going on? Thank you very much, JG. Curtis. Yes. Trevor. Schmerberberger. Schmerber. Joseph H, I don't know if I got you. Thank you for being here, man. Joseph's idea to do another reveal for Eric here. That's what we'll do. Facebook user, our good buddy. What's happening? Alex, what's going on, my man? Drunk Gizmo Customs in the house. How's it going, guys? I can't wait to see you, my friend, at Legion's Con. There's a little rumor we might be doing a little transaction at Legion's Con. I'm excited about that. Nate Strong in the house. Yo, dudes.
What up?
Thank you for being here, everybody. Happy to see everybody. And again, we are going today on Sunday on an off day for us for Saturday Day Live. I had a bunch of stuff to do yesterday. Eric had plans with his son. And then, all of that just sort of made sense. It's like, you know what? Let's try to go live on Sunday for a little bit, after the reveal, because even if Ryan and I had went for a little bit yesterday, I couldn't have said anything about it. So it wouldn't have been any fun anyway. On that topic, Ryan and I would have had fun talking anyway. But here, you guys go ahead. I'm going to try to find the correct pictures I want to show here, if you don't mind.
So what's your...
go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to ask, so far, what are you looking forward to the most? Jonathan, I feel like you're a little biased on this. Unless...
What do you mean?
Are you most excited for your reveal, or like the Gold Knight or the Cavern Dwarf?
So far, well, the Relic Knight being here, I'm pumped about him, and he's here. But for the ones that, for the rest of them, it's hard to say. I'm very excited about the Gold
so far.
Just from so far, the Gold Knight is the one I'm the most excited about. Besides this one.
What about you, Eric?
Yeah, the Gold Knight definitely for me. The Gold Knight and the Cavern Dwarf. I'm definitely that's my wheelhouse, if you would, as far as painting. I love painting armor, so anything with the full body armor, especially the 1.0 Knight body armor, which at one point were very, very obscure and hard to come by, and started to get very expensive to purchase, especially for custom pieces. And it's really nice to see a full 1.0 Knight body coming back around. I don't care if it's gold, blue, black, white. I don't care. Just as long as it's a Knight body, I'm super pumped. So yeah.
And for me, Gold Knight is a character that I don't have that I really wanted anyway. And I know this is an updated version, but I can't wait for it. What about you, Ryan?
Same. The Gold Knight. I don't currently have him in my collection, so it's nice to be able to get him at the Horseman price, especially. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm most excited about. But man, it's, for me anyway, it's shaping up to be a great wave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael,
yeah, absolutely.
Michael Casper in the house. I said earlier, it's really cool. All the people that have been reaching out and to say what's up. Mike gave me a call earlier today. We had a nice conversation while he's at work about the wave and everything coming up. So that was a lot of fun. Bill says, congrats on the reveal, Jonathan. I loved your review. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate that, man, especially coming from you. It was a blast. Curtis says his favorite reveal is coming Tuesday. Who could have guessed?
Super early too.
Yeah. Incidentally, anybody that has not heard the last episode of the Euro Legions podcast with John, Mal, and Richard, they had Curtis and Jesse on this past week, and it's pretty funny. Curtis announces to the world that 0 is now a letter. Jesse, oddly enough, hates food service workers, airline pilots, and the movies. And it's an incredible listen. It's very fun. I really love the Euro Legions podcast. It's been one of my favorite new shows to come out over the past year, and I feel like I heard something about somebody potentially being on it. I don't know. I thought I heard something about some future guests coming up, but it's slipping my mind right now. So I don't know who's coming up or not.
Yeah, well, we'll see, I guess, right?
Yeah,
have to wait for that reveal.
Yeah, we'll have to wait for that. Yes. Yeah, the latest edition of the Euro Legions podcast.
Letter 0.
Brought to you by the letter 0.
There you go.
All right. Enough silliness. Not enough rambling by me. I'll be rambling some more. Let us loop Eric in. Oh, snap.
Oh, sorry.
What?
Yeah. Curtis with the reveal. Your very own Rygon will be interviewing for Offworld 2.0 10/20. So in a little less than 2 weeks, Ryan, you're going to be on the hot seat with the Offworlders?
I am.
Don't take any shit from these guys, Ryan, okay?
I'm actually nervous about the questions that he's going to ask because
bullshit.
Like they are so out of fucking left field.
Like a real job interview, dude.
Yeah,
like a real job interview.
Yeah, the one
Curtis has got that nailed.
Did Greg go on Friday, or is that this?
Yes, and he went on Friday.
Okay, I haven't seen Fridays yet, but I did see most of the first one, and it was really a freaking yes. It was like a real job interview. Yes. So Curtis had like he did one of these things where he was like, all kidding aside, you guys, you're very much like talking to the Euro Legions guys. This is my favorite Legion show. And I was like, ooh, you didn't need to say it like that.
Oh man.
Yeah. Listen, I'm old school Legions Lounge. So yeah. But Curtis doesn't mind firing some shots here and there. Yes, Alex is like, go ahead, talk about my questions. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, this is like an actual. Eric's right. I was like, I'm watching and I'm like, this is like an actual job interview. These guys
it was making me nervous. I felt like I was like an 18-year-old kid getting a job, going in for an interview. Like, fuck.
So you saw Greg's, Ryan?
Yes,
it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I feel like almost all of the questions had to do with a drug related. Yes. I think one of the questions was how many of his memories are actually real or something like that.
Oh man.
Because he's faded all the time.
What? Nuh-uh.
Or some shit like that. I forget. It's definitely worth a watch.
Just leave that there for a second. All right, Eric, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Everyone,
Here
we go. Boom. So, nice. This is the
photo,
Relic Guard. Can you see this up here? Yes. Okay, good. This is the Relic Guard, right? So, he's got this I would call it maybe Trevor. You've seen this thing in person too. I call it like a metallic pewter or a metallic gunmetal because it is kind of like a darker gray, but in the light it has a sheen to it. Like it's not matte or anything like that, right? It's a cool knight character, you know, very versatile, great for customizing, great for army building too. Part of the bio includes a note that they are a crew of 12. And I think the next picture, you ready for this, Eric?
Yep.
The extra helmet. All right, anybody that doesn't want to see it yet, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Ready? Oh, that's not it. That's just the regular.
I was like, what?
There it is.
Oh, nice. The red shield soldier helmet. There you go. That's cool.
Red shield soldier froggy helmet.
The froggy helmet, yeah.
Is the
That's
extra
cool.
helmet.
That looks cool. That looks cool on it.
Which is funny because I don't have the red shield soldier, but isn't it true that the red shield soldier, this is the main helmet, but didn't it also come with another version of the original Templar Knight helmet?
Shit, now I can't remember. I have a few of them. I can't remember if it did because they either used them for customs or they kept them as the frog helmet.
I think it was the Sarah Wayne head. The Sarah Wayne helmet.
Yeah. He's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's
Jeremy
cool, man.
Jeremy did confirm that the gray does match the new helmet that came with Father Christmas, which is funny because I did refer back to the Father Christmas helmet because I'm like, wait a minute. Was the helmet that came with Father Christmas, was that the Red Shield Soldier helmet? I'm like, no, that was a brand new helmet. That was a brand new
I was
helmet.
just about to paint those helmets too because I was like, what am I going to do with this color? I'm like, that's cool. That's freaking really cool.
Yeah, so it's
I like the white with the black freaking cross. That's freaking dope.
Give me a second.
And again, more freaking 1.0 night parts. Gotta love it.
Oh, yeah. Bill. There it is.
Ha. What?
Very cool.
So
and their bio says they're a band of 12 or something, you said?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
12, huh? Oh well, I guess you guys are gonna be army building.
See, that's what I mean. Isn't this the original Templar Knight helmet?
Yeah. It is. I have it. Yeah. I was actually just referencing an old Templar Knight for a
yes, Jesse.
Custom head I was freaking painting. So yeah, that is the original Templar Knight helm.
Yeah. And that was the thing because I was looking at this head and I'm like, this looks slightly different. But I came to the conclusion, and again, I don't have, a lot of times I have to refer back to pictures for the figures that I don't have. And I recognized the bucket helmet from, of course, the Dark Templar. And then I'm pretty sure that this actually came with Sir Godfrey, too, this helmet. But the horns I had never seen with this helmet before. And I kept comparing it to other horns, which kept being different. Like the Barbarian Legion Builder horns are different. The Silver Dwarf's horns are different. But then some people commented today that this guy's horns were a part of the Deluxe Legion Builders set. So maybe the Deluxe, Barbarian and the Deluxe Dwarf, maybe. Anyway,
yeah, I think the Deluxe Barbarian, because that came with quite a few different horn sets for that thing. The antlers, the horns, the short horns, like the ram horns, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But you can put all those horns in this guy too. So
nice. Yep. Dorklayer confirms on the Barbarian. Very cool, man. Very cool.
Yeah. So that's
now you have the regular Templars, the Dark Templars, and now these guys. That's cool, man. It's kind of cool to see. I mean, some people might like the white and red. Some people like the black, or now this white with the black cross. It's freaking, like I said, it's nice to see the different options that people might be able to set up in their displays. Very, very cool.
Yeah, the Templars with the soft codes that are coming from the Necro wave. I love the variety, man.
Oh yeah, totally.
As of right now, cool. The only Templars I have are the Relic and the Dark Templar, because I did have the Templar Knight that came out with the All Stars wave, but I ended up actually giving that one to my dad. So I don't have. Oh yeah, well, oh yeah. I guess Sir Gerard technically is a Templar. He's just a Dark Templar, also from Sons of the Red Star.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, myself personally, I'm not a huge fan of the Templars. That's just my personal preference. Like the Templar that I have here, this is the only Templar I have in my collection. I just have one. That's it. I mean, like I said, I know a lot of people love to army build this guy. He's just not my army builder.
Yeah, it was just a thing that initially it's kind of like, I think they look like cool knights.
Mm-hmm.
But my initial reaction to the Templars with like the red cross and the white tunic is like, it was like there was too much of like a connection to like Earth, like, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
real world history.
Mm-hmm.
So it just wasn't. They looked cool and all, but they weren't like my favorites. But I tell you what, like the Dark Templar, Legion Builder, and this guy, like you could call them Templar or not call them Templar. I just think they look cool. I think the black and white looks cooler to me. So I'm happy.
Yeah. I like the black and white rather than the white and red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
very, very cool.
I can't really participate in this part of the discussion, but we still have 2 reveals left. So the deal is Kent Pool Collects has a reveal tomorrow, Monday, and then Jesse and Curtis clean it up, batting cleanup on Tuesday have the final reveal. So far we've gotten, like we said, we've gotten a Gold Knight version 2, we've got a version 2 dwarf, a version 2 ogre, and now we've got this new character, the Relic Guard. Any predictions for the last 2? And I will have no reaction whatsoever. This is me having no reaction.
Eric, you wanna go first?
Well, let's see. We have a knight, we have a dwarf,
2 knights.
We have 2 knights, which is now this one. This is the second one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the ogre. Man. Yeah, that's a tough one. Because I personally thought your reveal or the next couple of reveals, I thought they were gonna do a reissue of the Red Knight Soldier, because that freaking figure sold out so freaking quick, and like that was the only one that I've ever seen in the last couple of years here that I've seen like completely get wiped out like as soon as it came onto the market. I mean, that was like that figure was fire. It just like, and you can't find them anymore. So I was thinking maybe that was going to be the one. So I don't know, man. It's hard to say. I mean, I would love to see. I mean, if we're doing reinforcements, I would love to see the Elf Ranger. The Elf Ranger would probably be my number one want as far as a reinforcements figure, because that's a freaking very hard figure to come by, and it's a really solid figure. And to army build those guys or have, you know, extras to get, man, that would be very, very cool. But I guess we'll see, man. I guess we'll see. And it could be something completely new. I mean, I don't know. I'm hoping that maybe, yeah, they'll, I mean, just like this one, this is a completely new character. So that's very cool, but they might have 1 or 2 more in the bag for us. Who knows?
Fringe benefit, side note, just real quick, of having the live on Sunday is it means Big Greg can join because on Saturdays he's normally at work. So welcome, Greg. I haven't watched it yet, but I hope you had a good time on your Off-World 2.0 interview. What about you, Ryan?
I agree with Joseph H. I think it'll be some type of elf. Was the Ranger like a named character? Because was he classified as a builder?
I thought he was a builder. I don't know. I mean, the classifications I'm not completely 100% on, but I would assume that the Elf Ranger is a Legion builder. but I could be
I'm good
wrong.
with
If
it.
somebody out there knows better than
Yeah.
me, let me know, because I don't know. I thought the Elf Ranger, the standard Elf Ranger, was a Legion builder, but he may not be. If he's not, then I guess shit out of luck. Again, too, could be because it's always been probably the most popular and probably one of the most sought after sets is the deluxe Barbarian Legion builder set, like one of the big sets. So
Yeah.
we could get something like that. I mean, could be something heavy like that. I mean, a big set. That would be awesome because that freaking set is just that's probably the best set ever that's ever been made. That or the deluxe Night Builder set.
That was what I was just going to say. I would love to see that with just some updated parts in it. Because I personally don't have the male Night Builder. I do have the female Night Builder, the 1.0, obviously. But I'd be good with the Night Builder set or the any type of elf reinforcement.
Yeah.
I feel like the elves are slept on. Like a lot of people.
Totally, for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, the 2.0 elf bodies too. I mean, that's another real hard thing to come by these days, are 2.0 male or female bodies. It's tough. It's tough to get them.
I'd be in for either one of those. But then again, my predictions are 100% wrong all the time.
Yeah, but predictions are just for fun anyway, right?
Maybe JG says 2.0 vampire, both male and female heads and torsos. Or maybe
or
a
dark elf.
A dark elf. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
I'd be in for that.
You haven't seen that's another one. You don't see the dark elves ever. I mean, after Malachi and the dark elves that they had, I mean, you don't ever see that character or those characters anymore. That
what do you
race.
think, Jonathan?
No comment.
Damn it! I was hoping to catch you off guard.
Well, this is super easy. Like
Dave working with the demon builder, that'd be cool. Be kind of cool, something different.
I do like the build up to each reveal.
Yeah, totally.
So, but one thing that's cool too is I think I mentioned this to you guys before, is that doing this little mini reinforcements wave drop now, I feel like it's kind of cool because it feels like Cosmic has sort of dominated most of the year, except for like sort of tactics more in the beginning of the year. So having a mythic drop now almost feels like an appetizer to like whet the palate for like what we anticipate will be the new Mythic Legions wave at G-Con. Sort of to get everybody back in the mindset of thinking Mythic before the new waves drop. Any thoughts on that idea?
Yeah, it feels kind of like a refresh in a way, at least to me anyway, because we, like you said, Cosmic has dominated, so it kind of took almost like a back seat, but was still there, and then they go and drop these figures. So I can't wait till G-Con, man.
Hell yeah. I like Reynolds' idea, Aetheron, since we're getting the protectors of his secret. That would be freaking fire, bro, because I almost bought an Aetheron recently, so I'm kind of glad I did it.
What is that up to?
Well,
4?
I was gonna get a friend price, so but around
nice.
4, around 400.
Yeah, so this is,
but that's like a freaking grail figure right there, man. It's like my collection doesn't. I mean, I'm not a completist, but my collection does not feel complete whatsoever without Aetheron in it. So I would really love to get that figure one day.
So I know
the 2.0.
I know zero about the new waves, right, or G-Con. I don't know anything about it. But in my video, one of the pieces of speculation that's in there is that, okay, so the bio about the Relic Guard talks about them like their whole deal is protecting this mysterious secret of Aetheron, right? And so I'm like, all right, well, what is that? Does that mean anything? Maybe it means nothing for the near future, but could it be some type of clue as to something that might be going on for the G-Con releases? That would be cool. sort of like exactly what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, another Curtis saying that getting the new green ogre is pretty nice. That is nice because I mean a lot of people have missed on the previous releases of the ogre builder. So and that's a fucking super super fun figure to have in your collection. I mean, even if you're not customizing, which I don't particularly customize ogre scale, so it's like I'm not real hip to. I just like them the way that they are. I like the ogre builders the way that they are, especially like the last one that with the Nate Bart set. I mean, that was freaking amazing. That freaking set was so awesome to put on that ogre scale character. But yeah, it's pretty cool to have them. Plus, they'll have the new hips and stuff because I know the old hips are very very problematic. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I was going to say the same
Yeah.
thing, that it's another opportunity for people that either don't have any ogres or maybe they do, but this is a good chance to get another ogre with the new hips, the fixed hips
yeah,
here.
yeah,
Like the new, I don't know, I feel like he flew a little bit under the radar. So the re-release of Archimedes, the one that had the fixed hips or whatever, I felt like he sort of flew under the radar. So I don't know how many people sort of have him, but like, Archimedes already has a beautiful paint job, but now you got a green one. But this guy coming out as a Legion builder, um, I don't know. I feel like maybe I'll give that a shot, especially for somebody who's not like an expert painter like Eric. You painting a big giant body feels like there's a little bit less, I don't know, like you don't have like the fine amount of detail. There's more room for error, I guess. You know what I mean? There's something about it that seems a little bit accessible to
yeah.
an
Plus,
amateur painter.
plus it takes a lot of freaking paint to cover an ogre body and parts. A lot of
Yeah, that
paint.
does make sense.
Yeah. So I'd rather paint the smaller scale ones.
Yeah. I think I grabbed mine from BBTS, but I grabbed one. Yeah. This is the part where Greg should be like, well, would you paint me?
Never, sir, never. I would never touch that beautiful figure of you. That figure's just straight to the shelf.
So, switch gears a little bit. Eric was at Frankensons yesterday.
Yes, sir.
So,
Had to
can
make a
you,
run, man.
give us the download on what was going on at Frankensons?
Well, I actually was my where I grew up was it's about maybe a mile and a half from Frankensons, and my aunt lives right there in the same neighborhood that I grew up in, and I had to go to her house because I've been working on a little project with her, just a little fun project. It's nothing like I'm not, getting into some kind of new business or anything like that. But I wanted to. My aunt's been a seamstress for probably over 50 plus years, and I thought it'd be a cool challenge for her to show her some of the stuff that's being made as far as soft goods, and had a couple of ideas for a new line of characters, and or like a faction of characters that I wanted to produce as far as custom work. So kind of threw some ideas her way, and that'd be a cool challenge for her, is working in a different, obviously a smaller scale than a normal standard human scale. So I've been working with her on some projects that I've been working on, and went down there to pick up what she had produced for me, and figured since I was in the neighborhood, me and my kid were like, hey, let's make a run to Frankensons. And yeah, we had a great afternoon or a great morning there, as we always do. It's just, like I said, it's always beyond fun just walking through there. I mean, not only just to have opportunities to buy stuff, but just to walk around and just see I mean, there's so many different aspects of collecting. I mean, it's just ridiculous, like how much stuff there is, from Hot Wheels to collectible sports memorabilia to baseball cards to comic books, action figures, you name it, pops. It's just on and on and on. There's so much good stuff there. So just walking around the show, and just, sometimes I'll just take random pictures of all kinds of different things that I see there. I mean, there's just, like I said, there's literally like millions of different things to see. So it's, you can't take pictures of all of it, but just always a good time, man. And like I said, just to see all the different artistry and, interpretations of things that people have out there. And like I said, whatever's, collectible to one person isn't always the same thing for the next guy. So they have something for everybody there. It's like I said, it's just a great show through and through. And every time you go, there's always something new to see. Always something new. It's like never the same show twice. And I love it too, because I have such a camaraderie with so many of the vendors that are down there. So like each booth that I stop at, it's like I'm sitting there having like a half hour to 45-minute conversation with every guy that I talk to, every person that's at their booth working it, and just talking about new things that are coming up. And they're always asking me about stuff that I've been working on, and the Mythic Legions and stuff. And it's really cool, man. It's really cool. Can't wait for the day that I can actually personally walk you guys through this show and introduce you to Frank and Sons and show you around, man.
Like we've talked about Frank and Sons many times on the show before.
Yeah,
definitely a bucket list item. So I'm definitely going to take you up on that, man. I can't wait to just kind of go and just lose myself in that place for a few hours.
It's
man.
Ridiculous. It's so funny. Like even my son, we go together, and we're together like probably with the first, like maybe the first one or two booths, like we're both standing like shoulder to shoulder looking at. After that, like I turn around, he's gone, or he turns around and I'm gone. Like, and we literally don't see each other for like another 3 hours. And then at the end, like when I finish doing like my full circuit of the show, like I'll call him and be like, yo dude, where are you? He's like, oh, I'm over here, and I'll meet you up at the front. Like we don't even see each other the whole time. We just go our own ways. Cause like I said, once you get lost in it, you just can't. It's not like you could be like, hey, stay next to me. You know what I mean? You just, once I let you guys go in there, it's all you. Like just get lost, dude. Cause it's truly like you just completely get lost in that world. It's crazy.
Yeah. And you've just got to like either you just all get lost, or like when I take my son to a show, like at that point, like what I want to look at sort of takes like a back seat, and I just let him go and I just follow him to what he wants to go see, because I want him to experience that too. That I'm just like that fun, just getting lost, not knowing what you're going to find next, just exploring, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, there's things that, I mean, I obviously collect things that my son doesn't have any interest in, and he does things that I don't really necessarily, take part in. And so, like I said, we just go into our own world when we go in there. And the great thing too is like you could just walk the whole show for hours and hours and not buy a thing, but kind of have get those mental notes like, okay, I want to come back to this booth, I want to come back to that booth. You know what I mean? And you do get the full circuit and get the full feel. And then finally, when you decide like, okay, like I saw a couple things that I was really interested in, kind of just backtrack through the aisles and go back to the booths or vendors that you saw that might have had something that were, on your hit list or whatnot, and just make some deals, man. It's just great fun, man. Like I said, it's just so much fun. And every time, like I said, I cannot. I'm like a crackhead. I can't walk out of there without buying something. It's just like but every time I always buy something different. I'm always trying to buy like, things that obscure things, not everything that you would normally see on the pegs at like Target or Walmart. You know what I mean? I like trying to find things that are like different.
Yeah, that's kind of how I look at it whenever I'm at a show. I'm not usually. I know what's funny is like I know I've heard a lot of people say that like they might not try to keep up with some of like the like non-Legions modern stuff that comes out, but they might pick it up like at a show. Mm-hmm. Whereas like for me, like when I'm at a show, I'm very much focused on largely vintage, but I'm largely on the hunt for something I didn't know I was looking for. I just want to find something, you know what I mean? And it's the perfect, you're like, oh, I didn't know I was going to find that, or I didn't know it existed, or wow, that's great. There are some vintage lines where I'm always on the lookout for like visionaries, superpowers or something, but it's more about just finding like a cool thing, or, something that you didn't know you were going to find, like that you're only going to find at a show.
Frank and Sons is always the place where you'll find that like tenfold. Every single time I walk in there, there's always like 20 like obscure things that I'm like, oh man, that's so cool. Like I gotta have this. Like, you know what I mean? It's like they had these cool, I know I sent you some pictures of it, but they had these really cool, like like a ring lighted display on a like a shelf. It was so cool. Just one of those just I don't know, it's just something I saw that I had never seen before, and I was like, wow, that's a really cool way to display something. And it was just something that, like I said, just an obscure thing that, I mean, they have the obvious, the hot toys, statues, manga, anime stuff. I mean, obviously, like there's tons of which I don't really bother taking pictures of, but they have tons and tons of like wrestling figures and GI Joe Classified and Black Series. I mean, racks and racks and racks of that stuff. But it's like, I don't know. I don't have any interest. I like seeing stuff that like you don't see in a store, that you won't see out in the public. You know what I mean? Something that's like, really different than what people are normally used to seeing. Like these huge sideshow statues. I mean, these things are these things are that thing's massive. That thing was like at least like 3 feet tall. It was freaking huge, dude. Yeah, like I said, they're just, I mean, that's like a whole nother level of like collector. It's just, man. But yeah, it's so much fun. Like I said, I cannot wait for you guys to one day be able to walk through that show with me and just completely, fully embrace it and enjoy it, man. It's just so much freaking fun. And like I said, this show, Frank and Sons, has been going on for 35 plus years. I mean, I first went to Frank and Sons back in like, I want to say it was like 1988, maybe. So
Wow.
I've been going since then. Yeah. And that was when they were that was just when it was just a tiny show, like of maybe 10 tables with guys like that had like Hot Wheels, and mostly it was like baseball trading cards and a couple guys with some like long boxes doing like comic books. And then it's just kept evolving year after year after year after year into this huge freaking show. And it's just like I said, so much freaking fun and so much gold in there, man.
Is this like an everyday operation?
It used to be for like 30 years. It used to be only on Wednesdays and Saturdays. It was only open Wednesdays and Saturdays. Now it's open Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So they added Sundays, so now they're open on
snap.
Sundays.
So they,
the new Masterverse Eternia figures. Whoa, that trap jaw. I'm pissed. After I came home and looked at my pictures, I was like, fuck, I forgot to buy that. Like I was gonna, that was like, I'll take pictures of stuff that I want to buy, like as I'm going through the show. So I'm like, I got to come back for this. Cause yeah, that was freaking fire. That's such a good looking figure.
So tell me about this. Cause I've seen other people like, Wade from an Unparalleled Universe, goes to Frank and Sons regularly, and he talks about it on his channel a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And it sort of seems like Frank and Sons also is one of those places where, I'm talking about like just buying vintage and stuff like that, but it does seem like it's one of those places where, as far as modern stuff goes, like you might find something that like either hasn't actually been released yet, or it just got released and you can't find it anywhere. And
you'll get
Frank and Sons.
You'll get anything that's modern. If you want to get it first, you go to Frank and Sons, because
this trap jaw is not out yet.
Yeah, those guys get everything before Target, before Walmart, before anybody. It's crazy. I mean, like I said, throughout the years, I've had tons of figures in hand that people are like, what the fuck? Where'd you get that? And I'm like, oh, Frank and Sons. They're like, dude, that hasn't even been released yet. I'm like, yeah, well, I have it. So it's crazy. Yeah, those guys are like, they have everything from, like I said, from vintage to modern. It's from the most brand new figures that haven't even been out yet. It's there. So yeah, that's definitely that's a
Mongo
fact.
Trapjaw does look pretty freaking awesome.
Yes, it is.
I did not get him though, but I do want this Trapjaw. Yes. And that, like, as like reviewing toys can be a real pain in the butt, because like so much of it has to do with how quickly you can get the review out there. For something like that, like if I lived near Frank and Sons, I would probably go there every week. I would probably go there every week.
Yeah, well, like I said, that was my life for like 30 years, because I lived like a mile and a half from it. So like I had no choice. It was just like, it was, it was calling me every weekend. I was always there.
Real quick, there's a sort of like the B plot of our Saturday Day Live today is Greg's interview with Offworld. So Curtis responding to Big Greg, says, "Thanks for taking the time to interview with us the other night. We do need to discuss setting up a pre-employment drug screen." Greg's response, "Curtis, I'm doctor approved." Curtis, glaucoma. Got it.
Oh man.
Agreed. I agree with Bill.
Yeah.
The new Eternia packaging looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Very cool packaging.
I did get my Masterverse slush head in.
Did I send you the one of Man at Arms?
Let me see here. There's more pictures here, I believe.
If I didn't, I'll send it to you right now. Like I said, I just sent a bunch of random pictures. This right here is actually the guy who does the acrylic. I took this picture of him because we were talking about, you could see the 4 Horsemen design on his computer screen.
Oh snap!
He was the guy that did that big acrylic 4 Horsemen piece for me. So really cool guy, and he does all these like cool acrylic signs of basically whatever logo or whatever you want. And yeah, pretty cool. So I took that picture just to kind of show that.
Cool.
Let's see.
What kind of Ahsoka is this? And
like a dark, like a Sith Ahsoka or something. But yeah, another cool freaking like I want to say that was like a 24, maybe 26-inch statue of her. Huge.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of Ahsoka is this, and how much money of mine do they need?
Oh yeah, that's probably anywhere between $800 to maybe like $1,400 if you have it.
Correction. This is a nice picture.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, there's a lot of nice stuff to look at because even on my best day, I can't afford half the stuff that's there. It's freaking retarded expensive. Okay, so I'm sending you the like I said, I'm sorry that old school, dude. Come on, who doesn't remember this guy? I was like, that's awesome. So I just sent you the new Eternia Man at Arms. They had that one too. I think they had another one, but I took pictures of the Man at Arms and the Trapjaw, because Trapjaw was freaking awesome, dude. Awesome.
Here we go back here. Oh, that's cool.
And yeah, I ended up picking up a couple new figs and some art books because I love the art books for inspiration. So I got some there you go. Yeah, pretty cool, right?
That's badass looking.
Yeah.
That's a great stash.
Yeah, right.
He's like very much. All of a sudden, he's like part Man at Arms, part like 1800s English villain.
Yeah. Part Tom Selleck. I was looking at him like, dude, it's Tom Selleck.
Oh yeah, so the painted up contest wrapped up last night.
Dude, that was awesome.
Jesse and Curtis did a live where they drew all of the prizes. You know, good for them for having the stamina to do 27 drawings in a row.
Yeah.
And somehow out of 27 drawings, I didn't win anything. Explain to me how that's not rigged.
I was actually glad I didn't win anything because I was gonna, if I won on the wheel, I was gonna tell Curtis to respin and give it to somebody else because that was a freaking awesome time for everybody that won. So freaking cool. Yeah, I ended up getting a
Here,
nice.
Let me I'll plus you up.
Where am I? Yeah, right there. Got a Dick Grayson.
There we go.
Got a Dick Grayson Robin, so he's really freaking cool. DC, and then a gray and blue Batman from Nightfall. So yeah, these guys are cool. Can't beat a freaking cool Robin, man. He's great looking too. I love it. So yeah, I got those guys and got some books, got some stickers, and got some new magnets for the toolbox outside. Freaking really stoked on that. A vendor friend of mine that has a booth with a bunch of DC and stuff. He also does these cool magnets with like these old logos or things. So I got me old school vintage Captain EO from Disneyland. Is that fucking dope or what? Right? That's cool, right? I got Captain EO. I got old school, one of my favorite rides at Disneyland, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride from Fantasyland. Ended up getting the Haunted Mansion, like that, with the ghost waiting to pick up a ride from you as you leave. And got this awesome Conan the Destroyer mini
Nice.
like movie poster one with Arnold all pumped up with his sword. Thought that was freaking awesome. And then last but not least, some old school gold from the Parker Brothers Atari 2600 release, Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back video game.
Sick.
That's cool, right? Yeah, so I got a bunch of those magnets and hooked up a bunch of stickers, which have already gone on my. You see my table back here. That table's completely filled with stickers. Yeah, like I sticker my table. All my stickers go right to my table or like my mirror that's in my bedroom closet. So I'm a freaking sticker geek. So yeah, and just like I said, hooked up a couple of freaking awesome books and yeah, like I said, there's just no way of walking out of there without a handful of just random shit. It's just crazy. But so much fun.
Yeah, it's fun. I keep saying this is I got to figure out what to do. Maybe I want to figure out something.
Airplane tickets and go to California. That's pretty much what you got to do.
That's definitely part of it.
I mean, you have a place to stay. It's not like you got to get a hotel, dude.
The key will be is if I have to head out to that way for work, which is always a possibility, because then get my flight paid for, do some work. You know, pay for an extra couple of days with the hotel, maybe, or just crash on that couch right there. And
I got a guest bedroom, dude. You don't have to sleep on the couch.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you all accommodations taken care of. All you got to do is get a flight here. That's it. I'll pick you up from the airport, and the rest call the rest of the day because it's all on me. I
say let's do it 2024. Maybe my birthday is in May. Maybe May 2024 ish.
Oh, dude, May is a perfect time to come out too. The weather's fucking golden in May out here.
We're all summertime. Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Ryan in June, right? And then we got Eric in August.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't come in August, dude. You'll fucking hate me. Like a fucking
Why did you bring us to this hellscape?
Literally, it's like 115 every day in August. It's fucking hell out here. Yeah,
it's like a sauna
balls out here. Like I don't want to go anywhere in August. It's like, God. But yeah, man, like I said, I cannot wait for you. And anybody that's ever been, they know it's just one of those things that, you know, people are I mean, you're used to something like that, seeing something like that at like a toy convention, which, you know, toy conventions come every other month or whatever throughout the year, once a year. This is every single week. It's open every week. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where if you're a toy fanatic, collector of any sort, it's just one of those things that it's just been gold having that in my life for so long. I've you know, feel so lucky that, you know, I've been a Californian.
Nolan.
What's up, Nolan?
What's up, Nolan?
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. And then, like I said, most of the fun, it's not about buying stuff. It's just about looking at stuff that's there. It's just looking at everything, just, you know, just gawking at all the freaking awesomeness that's out there and available, and, you know, things that you would never expect. And then the cool thing too, it's like, even if you bring your lady or something, you know, like Ryan, if you come out with Amber, dude, there's so much crazy stuff that she would totally just dive into in there. It's ridiculous. All kinds of cool anime stuff. All those like you know, the popular little like the backpacks that all the girls are wearing now. You know, those little like leather backpacks that are like themed or whatever.
Lounge fly or whatever.
Yeah. The lounge fly, dude. They have full booths like that are stacked from floor to ceiling, like 12 feet high, that are nothing but
I hope she's not watching anymore.
Yeah. Trust me. You turn her loose in there, she's gonna be she'll probably spend more than you do in there.
Most likely.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, I didn't get to
it's like a museum, man. It's crazy.
Nothing as cool as that, but I did hit up a cool comic shop this week. Zap Comics.
Nice.
Comics.
Where's that at?
There's two locations. There's one in Wayne, New Jersey. So that's North Jersey, not too far from where ToyCon New Jersey has been and where Legion's Con was 2 years ago, Wayne, New Jersey. And then there's another one in Manalapan, which I think is more southern New Jersey. But the cool thing is it's co-owned by a fraternity brother of mine.
Oh, nice.
He's older than I am. So we had like never met. But on Facebook, another older fraternity brother that I do know he sees me post like my nerd stuff all the time, and he messaged me. He's like, yo, this Ben Lichtenstein has a really cool comic shop with like action figures and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I got to go out there. So I went there, met up with Ben. Now it turns he's more of like the comic guy for the comic shop, and it's a great comic shop. It's beautiful, clean, well organized, just, boxes and boxes of comics, rows and rows of comics, but also a pretty good selection of action figures, some modern, some good vintage, some cool vintage figures, really great prices on like older Marvel Legends. And they do have Legions.
Nice.
So, you know what? They have a Red Shield soldier hanging up too. They do.
How much was he? How much was he?
I want to say maybe 85. I want to say.
That's not bad. That's not bad. It's actually not bad.
No.
As a matter of fact, I wonder. I can probably check it right now.
It's funny. So when you saw your brother, did you guys have to offer him the grip?
You know what's funny is that I went up and I introduced him like, hey, I'm Jonathan, blah, blah, blah. John, whatever, like told me about your shop. He's like, oh, that's awesome. And I shook his hand and he gave me the handshake before I gave it to him. And I was like, oh, shit. Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I know this. He was testing you, bro. He was testing you.
It's been a while. Yeah.
He was testing you. You have to prove the grip. For those that don't know what the grip is, most fraternity brothers share a secret handshake, which is different from throughout all fraternities. I learned this from my brother because he was a fraternity president at his house in Theta Delta Chi in UCLA, which I spent many a drunken night there, which was very, very, very fun. Man,
UCLA must have been fun. Yeah.
Oh, dude. Mid 20s at UCLA. Yeah. At a fraternity with your brother as the president of the fraternity. Yeah, I had all access.
Yeah. Also, for on the serious note, for a second, thinking of Greg's mom. Greg's mom has some potential health issues type of thing going on. So we're all thinking of you, Greg. We're sending all our love to you and your mom. Hoping for some really good news tomorrow. Legion's Con, whatever. We'll figure that part out, man. Just hoping for the best for your mom, man. Positive thoughts and prayers for you, brother.
Absolutely.
100%. But so all right, so I gotta hop off pretty soon, guys. I got some more stuff to do.
Good. Yeah,
you should have seen my kitchen. The counter was just action figures and bags of accessories.
What's wrong with that?
It was just no, I love it, but I was going crazy when I was pulling figures for like comparisons. What I actually put in the video is probably about 1/10 of what I pulled, because I just would have kept going, because that part is really fun. Just being like, I wonder how these 5 action figures would look together, like just randomly, like, oh, let me get 5 night characters, or let me get 6 characters that have nothing to do with each other, and like I kept pulling stuff, and I was going through, and I would like find these plastic baggies of stuff where I put, and I'd be going through the bag, and I'm like, oh, I forgot I had that. Oh, there's that thing. Oh, there that is. So I was like, I could have just done that all day, not even filmed anything.
That's funny.
I like that you stick with the purple. You do one group of purple.
Fan. Yeah. I sort of like accidentally figured out that that's one of my favorite colors, but thank you. And Ryan, thank you for all the support and stuff with everything.
Yeah, dude.
Posting the stuff. What did I want to say? Oh, tomorrow, most of these reveals get posted pretty early in the morning. So Kent Pool Collects on YouTube. Check it out tomorrow. Ken Pool Collects will have the next reveal tomorrow, and then Jesse and Curtis have the final review on Tuesday.
Nice.
So we'll see what else is coming down the pike. And for anybody else, if you haven't seen my video at Hedgehog Action, this channel, check it out. Like, share, subscribe. And it's been pretty fun so far. I'm actually at just over 400 subscribers, which is cool. Nice. Because once you hit 500, then we're on easy street. Then I can monetize, quit my job, activate super chats.
Hell yeah.
So
Then
which
we
I
can get
understand.
supported by Curtis.
Yeah,
Curtis can support us.
I understand you can earn like fractions of pennies in ad revenue.
Nice.
So that's great. But I appreciate it. I appreciate all the kind words and the subscriptions. So thank you very much for that. Remember to keep a lookout. Some other cool things. I don't know if Trevor's still around. I don't know if he is or not. If there is a Legions Lounge or not tomorrow night. I don't recall if there is, but keep an eye out for the next Legions Lounge with Bill, Trevor, and Nate Strong. If not this Monday, I'm sure there'll be one coming up soon because they're going to be doing their road to Legions Con, which is like less than a month away. Like a few weeks away.
God.
Woo! Ooh,
Here
baby.
we go.
Oh my goodness. So
let's go.
That's going to be ramping up. Trevor's new show. Well, there probably won't be another one until the beginning of November now, but his photo show, photography show, Bomb has been very cool.
Shit, dude.
Yeah.
The photos for that are incredible.
Mind-blowing photos, dude. Mind-blowing. Yeah, you got to watch that show if you haven't seen it yet. Photo Bomb. Yeah, it's freaking holy shit.
Just a matter of time before Toy Goof and Gons winds up on that show.
No. I am nowhere near that.
Dude, I'm telling you, your Power Rangers photo
it's intimidating,
like
dude. It's intimidating. Like to see the photos that come up on that thing, you're like, holy shit. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's seriously intimidating. I'd be scared to submit anything to that show.
And then Eric, are you so I know you're focused on still getting stuff ready for Legions Con.
Yeah.
Do you have a cutoff point where you're like, that's it, I'm not doing anymore, this is what I'm bringing? Or are you going as much time as you have, you're using it?
The night before I leave. It's pretty much my cutoff point. Yeah. No, I'm pretty much done. I'm to tell you the truth, I'm pretty burnt out. Like, so it's kind of like right now, it's kind of hard for me to get motivated to even finish up the last of what I need to finish or to even try to start anything new right now. Cause I'm just, fuck, dude, I'm so burnt out because I've just been going so hard for so long. And it's like, and now I have like, a table banner to think about and stickers and shirts and freaking, custom 3D printed parts that I've made for the show for exclusives and all of my customs and my painted heads and this, and I'm like trying to like, okay, do I have this? Do I have that? Okay, where am I going to put this? Where am I going to put that? Where am I, who am I going to ship my figures to? Who am I going to do this with? Oh, it's craziness. So right now I'm completely just burnt out. So hopefully I'll just, like I said, I'll finish everything up and wrap it all up and maybe take the next couple of weeks off after this to finally just take a breather and just be like, okay, I'm ready. I'm confident. I'm ready to go. Let's go and let's do this. So just want to go out there.
Do you have, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, do I have what?
No, do you have like dio pieces or like platforms, like the acrylic platforms that you got? Are you using those for like displaying your customs?
I'm actually supposed to be partnering with Brian Almeida, and he's supposedly maybe going to be bringing me some dio pieces too. That way, that's another thing I don't, because I talked to him about that. I didn't want to do the same thing I've done for the past 2 years, which is build my own dios and bring them to the show. Nimai Medeiros lent me some dios last year's show, so I basically displayed his dios with my characters. So hopefully I can get that to work with Brian and I can get some dios. If not, it's fine. I can display I'll have plenty of table space or plenty of figures to fill my entire table space, so it's not a problem either way, but it would be awesome. I did pick up recently. I picked up one of these little card reader thingamajigs. So now I have an extra option for payment if people are using credit cards or whatnot. So, nice. But yeah, I got my Venmo and PayPal and all that shit all set up and ready to go. And like I said, it's just a million things to think about before the show, and obviously the stress of getting it all packed up and all from California all the way across the country to New Jersey in one safe piece. You know what I mean?
Well, if you end up needing any dial pieces or anything like that, if I can bring anything to the show, remember I'm driving distance. I live 40 minutes away from the show, so I'm happy to bring any pieces if you need them.
Yeah. Hell, you
But
know what? In a pinch, I'll run over to one of the other tables of what's the guy? I'm sorry,
Lone Wolf.
the guy you bought, Lone Wolf. Yeah, I'll run over to Lone Wolf and be like, hey, dude, give me like $200 worth of dio pieces that I could just set up on my table. You know what I mean? And I just whatever it takes. Speaking of dios, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you mentioned Brian, and I don't remember if we talked about this on the show or just offline.
No,
but
offline.
So for anybody that hasn't seen it yet, Plunderlings was at New York Toy Fair last weekend, and they had a display. And Brian Almeida, Duarte Studios, put together an absolutely ridiculous Plunderlings dio.
So dope,
and a whole world.
Incredible.
Dude, you got to look at some of this stuff. It's a whole like island mountain crazy, like it's like their animation sort of brought to life. Like look what he did here with these little like sandy mountains, like with the water, like again,
the rope bridges, the whole nine,
the boats,
the palm trees, the handmade palm trees, freaking so freaking dope, dude. What an amazing display.
Job. And it's just awesome because I know, like, he's got a lot of stuff going on right now too that he's dealing with. But he came through for Plunderlings and just put together just a remarkable display. So I wanted to highlight that because I saw this and I was like, that is freaking awesome. How cool would it be to just have this like in your garage or in your basement or in your attic set up with a bunch of figures on it?
Yeah, if you're a Plunderlings fan, man, if you had something like this at the display, holy shit, man, so good.
On that note, I did get my my Plunder Strong Kickstarter rewards came in, so got some Plunder Strong figures. I'll be posting some pictures of and stuff. So those things are really cool. Plunderlings are just making they're just kind of like doing their own thing, and when you get their product, you get the feeling that they're having a lot of fun, like just with what they're creating. I know there was some kind of delay with the Plunder Longs, but they went ahead and said, okay, you know what? We're going to get the Plunder Longs right. We're sending them back to the factory. But the Plunder Strongs were ready to go, so they sent those rewards out, and they're super cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Yeah, and good point to, or JG mentions, did everybody get their Red Death? What a freaking incredible figure, man. Holy shit.
So good.
So good, man.
And my second one showed up.
Nice.
Yesterday the day before, I forget.
I'm actually picking up after this. I gotta go my buddy Robert Martinez's place and go pick up. He sold me 2 extra sets of the soft goods. So I'm getting 2 extra sets of the soft goods from the Red Death. So I'm pretty stoked on that. Man. So extra soft goods to use for customs.
Shout out to Carlo, he said he just got his Mask of the Red Death. And shout out to him because, correct me if I'm wrong, I think you guys were in the chat. I believe so. At the end, so back up for a second. Curtis and Jesse, their painted up contest. They gave out they drew the prizes last night. So there was 26 prize packages in a row. They were random drawings, and then they had an attendance prize. So like the extra figures that were donated and that Curtis donated, and additional pieces and stuff went into like this big giant package, huge prize, multiple figures, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
For anybody who was in attendance last night, and Carlo won it, right?
Yeah.
Am I saying this right? He won it.
Yes.
And it was the kind of thing where like I was thinking the same thing as you, Eric, that if I had won one of the other prizes, I would have been like, throw it back, go ahead, spin it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
This prize pack would have made me think because it was so big.
that would have been a tough one to let go of. Yeah, that's
Carlo said spin it again.
Figures.
And he threw it back. Threw it back and let somebody else have it, which was
mad respect,
super
bro.
cool.
That was awesome. Super awesome gesture.
A great dude.
Yeah,
hell of a fucking guy, man.
Can't wait to see him again. PowerCon had a good time.
So dope, dude.
But that's a good note to end it on, guys. Thanks for hopping on. I'm glad we could get 3 of us together this weekend.
Yeah, man.
So, Benny hopping in before
Benny.
we shut it
up,
up,
Benny?
Close it out.
Hello and goodbye,
Benny. But, yeah, keep an eye out for Eric's stuff. He's coming with the fire for Legions Con. Ryan, remember Toy Goof and Gons on Instagram. Check out his great photo work. Anything else you guys want to plug or talk about or mention before we get out of here?
No, I'm good.
Yeah. All right, guys. Remember my reveal. I'm very excited, pumped.
I gotta go watch the video.
Thankful to have gotten the reveal. So I hope people enjoy watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. So check it out. And that's all I got for today. Have a great week, everybody. And until next week, don't forget the #1 rule. Be cool.